Hey everybody, it's Steven from Asian Boss. By now, most of you are probably aware of the tensions between Iran and the United States following the assassination of the Iranian general Soleimani by the Trump administration. In response, our Asian Boss team tried to conduct a street interview in Iran to get ordinary Iranian citizens' perspectives. And guess what? We failed miserably. We were stopped at every corner by the Iranian police, and pretty much no one wanted to talk to us in front of the camera. So what we did was, we tried to gather as many Iranians as possible right here in Seoul, South Korea, where our headquarters is based. It was a lot of work, but somehow we were able to pull it off. So let's take a listen to what they had to say.
So today we want to get some honest thoughts from the people of Iran about the escalating threat of war between Iran and the United States. How familiar are you with the ongoing issues?
Well, who's not familiar with that? It's all over the news, so everybody knows.
Could you just briefly explain what happened in the first place?
So it started with America attacking Qasem Soleimani, which is, he was one of the biggest generals and like kind of the second person in power in Iran. So it became kind of a big deal in the news, and everybody in Iran was panicking. They want to get any kind of revenge. And it was a big back and forth.
Afterward, Iran launched some missiles, hit some air bases of the US, of the Americans in the Iraq, and it seems like the tension is getting more and more escalated.
When you heard about the recent developments, the recent news, what was your first reaction?
As an Iranian, obviously I got worried about my family and friends because I have many relatives there.
I actually personally shocked about what happens here. At the first time I didn't believe, and I didn't make sure this news is real.
بسیار خبر ناراحت کننده بودش، چرا که سربازی یک ملت رو به صورت سریع و واضح ترور کردن.
For our global viewers, could you explain who was Qasem Soleimani and what did he mean to Iran and to the people of Iran?
5 or 6 years ago, we had constantly threat from the ISIS. And if you follow up the news, they've been cutting off the head of the people and always threaten that, okay, the next target is Iran, in Tehran. So people were really scared about this. And something has to be done about this. It wasn't only in the region, in the France, in England, these terrorists were really active. So the one that went to the region, into the Iraq, and fight back against these people was always this guy. And in the media, he always portrayed as the hero that is saving the country from these terrorists.
We are asking this because obviously in the Western world, not only was he not that well known, but he is portrayed as a terrorist whose killing was justified, at least to the US administration. What do you think about this?
I mean, there is no proof that General Soleimani killed any US citizens or US officials. If there was, maybe President Trump could prove it. I mean, just said, he always said that there was an imminent threat, but he never said what kind of threat.
ضرر رسون آقای قاسم سردار قاسم سلیمانی به منافع امریکا. چه ضرری؟ باعث شکست و نابودی کامل داعش که دست پرورده. فاکس نیوز یا هر شبکه‌ای دیگه مسلماً با تغذیه و پول و هدفمندی اون دولت جلو میره. مطمئناً باید بد و خوب جلوه نشون بده و خوب و بد نشون بده. این چیزی هستش که تو همه دنیا میشه گفت اکثراً تو خبرگزاری‌ها و سایت‌ها میشه به وضوح دید.
Why do you think the opinions of Iranians about Qasem Soleimani are so split? So there's a lot of people who support him, who respect him, but then there's also other people who don't. Exactly. Why is this difference so big?
Is actually the main reason of this differences, I believe, is the Iranian government. because most of the peoples are believed after, like, since Iranian 17 line revolutions happens, most of the peoples between Iranian citizens are against Iranian governments. They believe that Iranian governments are trying to keep citizens silent and just doing more terrible politics and keeping their terrible politics in situation in country.
How do they keep the people quiet?
They already tried and they already did the best, but the situation right now has already changed a lot. As you know, at the history proved, as all historical contents are visible for everyone, Iranian governments did their best and did to make the situation and all protests against the country quiet, and using the different ways, such as blocking the internet, such as like attack to peoples, such as hitting the peoples and threatening them, and a lot of ways that another dictatorist countries is doing this, such as North Korea, such as other China or Hong Kong. It's going to be the same way, I think.
So US President Trump said that he's going to bomb 52 cultural heritage sites in Iran, throughout Iran, if Iran retaliates. How worried were you that he's actually going through with that?
کلمه بسیار زشت‌تر بود که 52 نقطه از مراکز فرهنگی ایران مورد حمله قرار میده. کاری که باز تاکید میکنم مثل ترور، کارهای تروریستی و گروه‌های تروریستی انجام میدن. کاری که دقیقاً داعش توی سوریه و عراق انجام داد، ترامپ هم بهش اشاره کرد که من این کارو میکنم، که جامعه جهانی و سازمان ملل خودش واکنش جالبی به این بده. البته این یه ادعاست، ولی مطمئن باشید طبق گفته و فرموده رهبر ما دوران بزن و در رو تموم شده. اگر بتونن که نمیتونن یک نقطه از ما رو بزنن، مطمئن باشید 10 تا جواب کوبنده تر ما به اونا خواهیم داد.
As a normal person, so anyone who can watching this news, we believed he just didn't being honest, because in the same way he's just going to say we will attack your 52 cultural stuff, we will destroy your culture. So in other sides they said we will cover you to do your protests against your country. We love Iranian people, we love them. So this is it's just not going to be honest with people, I think. Exactly, it's a big paradox.
Speaking of Trump, how do you feel about him?
I don't have any good feeling about him. I don't have any positive feeling. And I think he wants to achieve all his ambition and goals, and he don't care about anything in the world. He just want say, I did it. And he don't care about the people, history, and civilization.
I actually really like his point of view, because he takes his country as his priority and he takes it really seriously. And as he said, he came to make the America great. I think if I was American, I would love him.
So I think he's kind of a selfish guy. He wants his name to be on everything. Like a trade war, he wanted to take a picture with Kim Jong-un and say, okay, this is a historical moment. He wants to renegotiate with the Iran and just say, okay, I did it. I was the guy that solved the problem. It hurts people. And then at the same time, he said, I'm at the side of the people. I mean, these two statements are not in the same line.
نظر من نسبت به ترامپ یک رئیس جمهوره، ولی اختیارات یک رئیس جمهور باید به فکر منافع کشور و مردمش باشه. ولی چیزی که من دارم میبینم افکار بسیار بسیار غلطی داره پیش میگیره و میشه گفت کسایی که دستشون تو این کاره افکار کاباره‌ای و قمارخونه‌ایه، به صورت ریسکی داره جلو میره و به صورت زوری به هیچ عنوان تو هیچ جای دنیا تو هیچ کشور قابل قبول و پذیرش نیست چنین افکار.
So if you follow the recent news, It looks like the US and Iran are backing away from an open conflict. Why do you think that happens, and do you think the situation could escalate again in the near future?
Yes, I think because in past years we always had many problems with USA.
ما هیچ موقع مردم ایران، کشور ایران هیچ موقع هیچ جنگی شروع نکرده و نخواهد کرد، ولی مطمئناً در برابر هر تجاوزی و هر حمله‌ای واکنش بسیار قاطع، محکم و سختی رو انجام خواهیم داد. با زدن موشک‌ها به بزرگترین پایگاهشون تو منطقه، اینا رو به یک وحشت، به یک کابوس بدل کرد که اینا رو از خواب بیدار کرد.
As an Iranian citizen, do you support your country going into full-blown war? Why or why not?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants war. If war happens, it's going to be bad and unfortunate for everybody. There is no point in that.
But do you think that the majority of Iranians would agree with you on that? Because if you look at the news, there's actually quite a few protests, and people seem like they seem pretty willing to go to war.
I mean, in every country there are right parties and left parties, so yeah. But I think majority, and I'm talking like 70% of the people will agree with me. Nobody wants war.
Then who are the rest? Like who are the remaining 30% then?
That remaining 30% would be the right party, the more religious and conservative parties. So they take pride and they don't want to calm down and they want to go hard on everything.
In the media, if you saw so many people came to this Soleimani funeral, it was only because people respect him, what he done. And if they chanting like we want to go to the war and I think they just only get emotional. If they wants to make decision rationally, if they think twice, maybe they also think that no, it's not a very good idea, because there is no point in the war.
If this ever escalated into a war, how would that affect you, and what would you have to do in that case?
Because I'm a student, I can't do anything. I can go back to Iran, and even I can't stay here. No airplane, nothing. As you see, after the airplane crash, most of the airlines stopped flying to Iran. So think about it, if war happened, what's going on in my country? Nothing. I can't do anything actually.
It will directly affect citizens. War is always directly attack citizens, always direct against all citizens, not the leaders, not the politicians. And this is going to be destroy the people's life, destroy the people's safety, and making the situation unsecure for all peoples, all families.
Worst thing about war is that it's so unexpected. You don't know. Maybe you get killed somewhere, or you just flee, or you're homeless. If the war happened, it's the worst scenario. I mean, I can't think of any good consequences after this.
How do you think the US and Iran should solve these tensions?
It is absolutely easy. It's just negotiation, which they're not really good at.
Do you think that's ever going to happen, that they're actually going to sit at one table and just talk it all out?
At least not for now. I don't see this happen in maybe next 2 years. At least I don't see this happen.
Why exactly?
Because they don't want to calm down. They think that if they step back, they gonna like take away their pride or something.
کاری که باید ملت ایران و دولت مردای ایران و رئیس جمهور ایران انجام بده انجام داده و صلحی بوده که به نام برجام انجام شده. رئیس جمهور قبلی امریکا این امضا و این تعهدنامه رو امضا کرده و به تصویب رسیده. با چندین سال و چندین بار نشست این توافقنامه به دست اومده. کاری که ما باید انجام بدیم برای ایران نیست. الان اقدام و کار دست امریکاست. امریکا باید اولین کاری که بکنه برگرده به این عهدنامه.
Irrespective of what's going on right now, what do you think of America and of its people?
I have many American friends and we are all in good terms together. And we go around, we spend a lot of time together, and sometimes we talk about Iran and USA situation. And as I see, all my friends, Iranian and American friends, are they just want to be together. When we are together, no one mention you are Iranian or I'm American, I'm better than you.
So lastly, is there anything you want to tell Americans who might be watching this video right now?
I hope we as people could influence this kind of problem in a better way, because we have social media right now, which is a big part of our culture right now. So using that and interacting with each other, maybe we as a younger generation, we could solve these problems.
So if you want to find out more about Iran, just look at the personal channels like blogs. Don't just get the image from the media, because media just give whatever they want. They don't reflect the reality. They just reflect what they want to people believe.
مردم آمریکا خواهشی که ازشون دارم اینه که بدونن و ببینن و بفهمن تروریسم کیه. کسی که ترور میکنه کیه؟ داعش، القاعده است و یا اینکه افکار اوناست. الان با تغییر و پیشرفت زمانه و جهان به سمت تکنولوژی، لباس ها و وسایل تروریستان تغییر کرده. الان بسیار شیک و مجلسی با کت و شلوار و خیلی جنتلمن تروریسم انجام میدن.
من میخوام که همه بدونن که ما دو تا کشور صلح طلب هستیم، بالطبع دو طرف، به خاطر اینکه نه مردم آمریکا جنگ میخوان نه مردم ایران، و مثل بقیه دنیا میتونیم کنار همدیگه زندگی کنیم بدون هیچ مشکلی، بدون اینکه هیچ بدی برای همدیگه بخوایم. و همینطوری که هم توی ایران خارجی ها زندگی میکنن و خیلی از ایرانی ها الان توی آمریکا هستن، ما میتونیم کنار همدیگه باشیم، دست همدیگه رو بگیریم و حتی اگه دولت ها بخوان مقابل همدیگه وایسن، اگه مردم دو کشور کنار همدیگه بمونن، میتونن مشکلات رو حل کنن و غلبه کنن به معضلاتی که تا الان توی این چند سال گذشته توی ایران و آمریکا برامون پیش اومده. فقط مهم اینه که همه دست همو بگیریم و کنار همدیگه وایسی.
On behalf of our Asian Boss community, we want to thank all our interviewees for having the courage to speak out on this issue so candidly. Again, let me emphasize how difficult this was for our team to execute. So in return, I'll ask you guys to do two things. Number one, make sure to subscribe to Asian Boss. That's the only way we can grow our brand and expand our coverage so that we can bring more people's voices together and address even more social and cultural issues. So subscribe right now. Number two, we also conducted a street interview on this topic in the United States to get ordinary American citizens' perspectives. On any given issue, you need to listen to both sides of the story, right? So go check out the video. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.